Star Wars Battlefront EA. This is a game everyone in the gaming community, young and old, has been anticipating from last gen consoles. I'm Dries105 and welcome to Duality Reviews. We're taking a break from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas so I can give you my honest opinion on Star Wars Battlefront EA. And I hope you enjoy this. So, let's get down to it. Star Wars Battlefront. Unlike the past two, this game doesn't have campaign mode or galactic conquest mode or even spatial conquest mode. This game's only got online mode and a mode where you can play offline, but it still requires online to even access. But and that's made up of 3 modes. So those 3 modes will be training, so you can train for yourself train for yourself, get yourself stronger, come online. You have battle mode where you're just fighting against the AI or your friends. Kind of like conquest mode, but without capturing stuff. And then you have survival mode, and that's self-explanatory. If you move on to the collector's panel, you actually get to customize your character from there. Unlike the last 2 titles, this game is class-based, so you don't have assault, you don't have rifleman, you don't have engineering. This is made up of 1 character and you get to customize it. So it's much like Battlefront Elite Squadron on the PSP, the last Battlefront game to be made for the PS3 game. For the PSP, yeah. So if you play that, you'll be familiar of how the customization works. And for the weapons, unlike the previous games, you can't get a sniper rifle or rocket launcher, as they come in later during the game or come as an extra perk when it comes to the star cards. Now, with these star cards, these are made up with 3 slots. The middle slots will be made up of your character's star cards, so such as the one my character is using, which does is reduce cooling time. So it reduces heating on the gun, so I can shoot as much as I want, and the heating won't heat as quickly as it usually would. The other 2 cards will be made up of either your secondary weapon, which you can use as a blaster rifle, or pulse cannon. I haven't got that far, like jetpacks and stuff. Or you can just do what I did and put 1 as thermal grenades and 1 as instant grenades. Those instant grenades will just hit basically on detection. And going to online, alright, if you go to the multiplayer tab, you find 9 modes. Some of them which are named differently are kind of the same. And, their basic bread and butter is quite the same. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's a shame that not every mode has been playing, because this actually rules out my chance of getting that trophy, because the chance of PS4 of getting a platinum is 0.7%, and that's very low. And to be part of the 0.7%, it's something of an achievement, but that's another thing. Now, as we get into the gameplay, instead it pairs you up with the best farm matches, ones that are nearly full. If you can't find one nearly full, then it goes to 75% full, and it carries on down until it says no games are available. And instead of going straight into the game, you'll either choose to, if you want to play the game, or if you want to just quit out. Now, most people will just play the game, and then you are set to another screen, which is your customization screen. Any last customizations before I send you out there to the field. That's what they're basically saying. And then once you customize yourself, get yourself started, and if you do this quick enough, you'll be in the wait time. And if you get this stay long enough, if you take long enough, you'll end up in a battle. So that's basically it. That's basically what the game is composed of. Now, I'm going to give you what I feel what the graphics are like. The graphics are stunning. Like, this is what next gen graphics should be. Like, I'm not someone who goes for graphics, but this is next gen graphics, honestly. This is next gen graphics at its finest. DICE capitalize on that as usual, because Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 in other consoles besides PS3 and looks stunning. I even like the soft little touches they put in when your character dies from being killed by a blaster. They even keep the marks when he's been shot. It's just like the little things that was actually great about it. And to be honest, everything looks great from the military to the AT-AT, and that's probably why there was probably no chance for like campaign mode or conquest mode, because in order to gain something when creating something will have to be lost. So what I'm trying to say is, in order to get great graphics, 40 players online, something will have to be sacrificed, and I fear that single player must have been sacrificed for this. What else about the graphics? That's it. It is actually lovely and beautiful. It is gorgeous. Sound. The sound is your Star Wars feeling. It makes you feel like you're actually part of the movies. It makes you feel like you're actually part of the game. And sound is actually very important when it comes to making games. If a game makes you feel like you're part of the movie, the game or even the movie, then if they're doing a great job. And especially if you're playing in a loud TV, trying to. Well, let me refresh that. Especially if you're playing, waiting for the hype of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, when this game was released prior to the Force Awakens movie, this game definitely gets you in the mood for Star Wars. It makes you get in the mood for anything that's Star Wars. And for those of you who actually bought this game with the PS4, you would get 4 download codes for 4 more Star Wars games, which includes Bounty Hunter, Jedi Fighters, Super Star Wars, and Racer's Revenge. That is a great package once this game gives you that Star Wars feeling and you just can't stop feeling Star Wars. That's what the music does. Okay, but let's get down to the main points. The controls. Controls are the second most important things in the game, besides the gameplay. Now, for the control-wise, it's just basic shooters, except you don't have a reload button. Your square button or X button in the Xbox control pad, and the PC, I'm not going to get into it if it's on PC, because I haven't played the shooters on PC for a very long time. But yeah, on the Xbox and PS4 controllers, almost said 3 there, PS4 controllers, your middle left button, so your square, your X button will be the cooldown button, but you have 2 indicators on the bar, and if you hit at the right time, you cool down instantly. If you don't, you have to wait it out, which can be annoying at times. It can get you killed in the gunfight. It can get anything wrong with it. What else about the controls? Circle to crouch. The third person button is actually an impractical place for PS4 users, because unlike Microsoft's Xbox controller, where you could just slide your finger up and hold the down button to go to third person, for the PS4 users, you have to actually realign your hand, your thumb position, just to move it, and by then you've already got killed. So when PS4 users are playing this game and trying to switch from first to first person during battle, even though I don't know why you want to do that, but some people will probably play better that way, it's actually pretty difficult to do it on the fly. But if you tap, here's a nice little thing I just found out recently. On third person, if you tap the down button, the down directional D-pad button, you actually get to switch shoulders. So if you like to shoot with your left shoulder, there you go. Shoot right shoulder, there you go. Wherever you find it better, or it depends on the circumstances. Oh, this enemy has been blocked by my right hand shoulder, so let me just go switch to my left side. Circumstances like that. And the other D-pad buttons, so up, down, left, and right, will be used as a taunt, and that's freely customizable, as well as the character, which the character has about many faces. Like most of the customizations is on the character and many faces. The only time the body changes is depends on the sets you choose. So if it's a female, it'll give you a female figurine. Obviously, with a stormtrooper, it doesn't show very much, but when it comes to rebel, it's more it's female. But yeah. Now, is this game worth the full marketing price? The full marketing price for Xbox One and PS4 games now being at $50, £50 plus. Is it really worth it? I'm going to say no, it's not worth the full amount because you are missing out on campaign mode. So if this game, if there's wrong with the EA servers, this game is suffering the most. So not like games such as FIFA or Battlefield, this game is suffering the most. I mean, yeah, the other games in the FIFA library is suffering, but at least you get to play offline with them. But with this, because it's constantly online, you can't even play the mission mode, which is basically a local play version of the game. The game itself, it gives me personally a 5 or 10 minute buzz, and I don't really like to play this game on hours at end, because I tried it once. I played this game for about 4 hours whilst talking to a Skype call with Matt, and I was bored. I nearly fell asleep on the Skype call. Then until I had to, change the game type just to make things more exciting. Friends, well, when it comes to terms of friends, I don't have many people who's actually got this game, so I'm alone. And to be honest, I wouldn't blame them because it's a high price asking for a game that's online only. I mean, come on, man, fits up. What else is there to mention about this game? Well, like I said, the maximum people on the map, 40 people, at least 8, and it depends on the game type. There's a rumor that's been going about that rifles take about 20 shots to kill. No, it doesn't. It takes 5 well-placed shots to the body and head to kill. So I'm just going to say that now. And grenades are like I said, the thermal detonators and the instant grenades are mini nukes. That is all, actually. Thank you for listening to the review, watching the video. Rate, drop a like if you like this video. Drop a dislike if you don't. Comment, tell me your experience, your Battlefront experience. Like, was this worth your money? Was this worth your money? Was this not? Subscribe. We're always welcome you with open arms. That sounds a bit strange, but I am a strange person. I am not on the boundaries of normal. And make sure you share this. And as I always say, stay safe.